Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's Mary Jane. Anyways, if you guys could please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like the video, it'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peoples, please share the video everywhere. It'd be greatly appreciated. So today we are going to be talking about Empire. Empire season 3 episode 16. Let's get into it. So Empire starts off with the Lions walking in to meet the Dubois family, basically. And tell me the Lions did not look good when they was walking in. Cookie with her outfit on, and Anika looked great in her outfit that she was walking in. And also Lucius Lion with his new haircut. I must say, Lucius, your haircut looks nice. So anyways, the whole Lion family is there except for Hakeem because he can't deal with the devastation of losing his daughter Bella. So anyways, so the Dubois family and the Lion family, they meet up basically in this big gigantic room. And so the Dubois family is on one side, the Lions is on the other side, and basically they all sit down. And so Angela's mom is about to talk, but her attorney tells her not to talk, basically. Let them talk first. So basically Lucius says a few words, and then Angela's mother, she says, watch your tongue with me. So she's telling Lucius to watch his tone with her, basically. And Cookie was like, I ain't got time for this shit. I don't got time for this. I don't got time for this shit. I don't got all day for this shit. Cookie says, bitch, do you want me to jump across that table? Cause I'm about to do this shit, basically. And so Mrs. Dubois, the mom, she goes, if you feeling froggy, jump, bitch. Jump, jump, jump. That shit, I like that scene. I thought it was nice or whatever. So anyways, and then Thirsty looks over to Lucius and say, hey, that's Ezekiel. That is Snoop's banker, basically. So now we know who Ezekiel is. And basically the Dubois family is letting them know that, they got power and they don't have Bella, basically. So it is what it is. And so, Angela's mom says, our family runs deep in this community because we built this community up. We have connections with each and every motherfucker that's important to your business and ours. And they got our back. So basically we run deep. And so then you get Anika. She's all crying. She's just giving her speech. I just want my daughter. I just want my daughter. They ain't moved at all. So anyways, Cookie was like, I ain't got time for this shit. I ain't got time for this shit at all, basically. And so then Cookie just jumps up from the table, walks away, but she knocks the chair down on the floor, and everybody follows. It almost seems like the family are together and Cookie is leading the family, basically. Because when she got up, knocked down the chair and walked away, everyone followed. So, but we know that's possibly not gonna happen. So anyways, Cookie, meets up with Lucius at the house. She's talking to him, and they're talking about Cookie's talking about how strong the Dubois family is, basically, and how they stick together and how they're there for each other and they got each other's back. And basically, seeing them together makes her feel like her family's weak because all they're doing is fighting and coming doing side deals behind each other's back, want to hurt each other, and just basically chaos, basically. And so Lucius was like, it ain't nothing. They haven't seen no real power. I got power. Don't worry about it. Ain't nothing. But Cookie just feels weak now because her family is not together at all. Like, they're apart. They're not helping each other. Like, they're still doing side deals. They're still lying into each other. And basically, she feels that's what is making the family weak. And yes, it is making the family weak. And like Cookie said later on in the episode, that is how Bella got taken from us because our eyes was closed. We're too busy fighting among each other that we can't see when the enemy's coming in and attacking us, basically. So it is what it is. And so, basically the family is at the house and everything. And, Thirsty's giving the family the rundown. Jamal's there, Anika's there, Cookie's there. so is Lucius. I don't know if Jamal's there, but Andre's there basically too. And basically, Thirsty is saying that, we gotta cut ties. Some of you guys gotta cut ties with the baby basically once we get her back, because on paper you guys don't look good. And then Mrs. Lee goes, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. So basically, Thirsty tells them that, we got to hurry up with this divorce, get that out the way. So it looks like Anika is making a free, clear break from the Lucius family, basically. And everybody needs to be on their P's and Q's and watch what they're doing, basically, because Child Services is watching, and so is the Dubai family. They're watching, basically. So it is what it is. And so after that, you get Jamal. He meets up with Lucius basically at the studio, and at the club. He meets up with Lucius at the club, and you got the dancers on the stage, and they're dancing to a nice song. I thought the song was nice that they was dancing to, and the dancers look nice. And basically, Jamal walks in. He was like, "Oh, I want to see the Inferno Extravaganza," basically, and I want to be a part of the Inferno Extravaganza, basically. And so Lucius goes, only way that can happen if you're part of the act, and if not, you can just buy your ticket and wait to see it like everybody else. And so Jamal says, hold up, let's go back for a minute. Jamal says, hold on, one step at a time, basically, big homie. I like that part. And he said, basically, let's take it one step at a time, big homie. You barking out all these orders about me waiting to see it, me being a part of it, and all this other good stuff. So I thought that was cool. And so anyways, Jamal tells Lucius he listened to the remix. The remix is good. They both agree the remix is alright. But basically, there is something else that needs to be added to the remix of the song that Jamal and Lucius was working on last week, basically, the father and the son. So anyways, Jamal says that he really wants to be a part of the song and all this other good stuff. And so Lucius goes, you know what, I have a young MC coming in, and I want him to basically represent me on the album, on the song, basically. And so Jamal's like, nah, I'm not really feeling that. It doesn't supposed to be a duet or anything like that. So Lucius was like, you know what, I'm gonna set it up because, I don't want that soft pilot. I don't want a soft pilot, basically. So I'm gonna set up a session for you to meet him in person, basically, and you tell me what you think or whatever. So basically you get Shine and Andre and Cookie meet up. They're at Cookie's apartment. Portia's there, basically doing whatever that she's doing, and basically Cookie's talking about the Vegas thing, and then basically, then she starts to talk to Shine about the grandbaby or whatever, and Cookie says, Inferno is falling off, basically, Lucius don't really have a storyline to it. It's not really popping. The streets ain't really watching. But the Cookie and Lucius thing has a storyline. It's almost done. We got the biggest artist on Empire, which is Jamal, basically. And Shane is like, yeah, And Andre's like, okay, whatever. And so basically Andre asks Shane, yo, I need you to set up a meeting with Marcone. And so Shane goes, why do I need to set up a meeting with Marcone? How's that gonna help me? And then Andre's kind of like out of it. Andre's like, so we can secure our deal, man. So we can secure our place in Vegas. So we can secure our spot. Don't you understand that? By now you would think that you will understand something. And so Shane goes, what I do understand is you need to drop your tone. And Cookie said we can switch out Inferno for Lucius met Cookie, basically. Basically, that's what she wants to do, and that's what she wants to call Marcone, make a deal with Marcone, so basically they can take Inferno off the performance and have Lucius when Lucius met Cookie, basically. When Cookie met Lucius, basically. So that's what basically they're trying to do, is trying to get in the deal, basically, and secure their spot. And Shane was like, that doesn't help me because I'm not a part of the family. I'm not Empire, basically. And so Cookie was like, I promise, Shane, I'm gonna take care of you. Everything is gonna be all good. And so then Shane leaves and was like, as Shane leaving, he tells Cookie, won't you seen him an alibi? So he says to Cookie, won't you sing him a alibi for this J cat basically? And he walks out because Andre's getting smart with Shane. But you understand, man, getting smart with Shane, and Shane don't play that bullshit basically. So when Shane walks out, he goes, Cookie, well, I'll talk to you later after you sing him an alibi. This J cat basically calling him a loony bird, a basket case basically. And then Cookie says to Andre, won't you be proactive and call your doctor basically? And then Portia goes, oh Jamal, Portia goes, oh Andre, I know a good doctor. And then Cookie screams up from the back of the room, shut up Portia and mind your business. So I thought that was funny. So like I be liking to point out like the funny shit to me basically. And so when she said, won't you be proactive and call your doctor? And Portia's like, I know a good doctor. So anyways, Jamal and Lucius, they meet up in a studio basically, and then so Jamal's like, where's this artist at? And so Lucius is like, he's held up, basically he's held up, he hasn't got out yet. So Jamal is like, what, we're waiting for some artists to be out of jail. And so then I think Therese or Terrace, he says he's the producer in the studio with him. He goes, nah, allegedly he got shot 4 times basically. So that's the hold up. And so Jamal's like, oh Lord, and the plot thickens. And so then that's when Fetty Wap walks in the door with his crew, whatever. Fetty Wap. So Fetty Wap walks through the door basically. He's on crutches. He gets in the booth basically. He drops his tracks. This shit was fire. It was nice. I like Fetty Wap. I like his voice. His voice is just so distinctive. And so anyways, Jamal was feeling it or whatever basically. And so, but as Fetty Wap is rapping and shit, you see blood spots where he was shot 4 times, basically. And I believe Fetty Wap probably was shot in real life, I think in Jersey, when he was robbed at like a bodega or a bakery, I believe. It was so long ago. Hopefully he's alright, but I guess he is alright because he's not Empire tonight. So anyways, that happens, and basically, Lucius still being Lucius is like, so Jamal is like, there's still something missing. And so, no, Lucius got to down his son, and Lucius got to say, well, listen, son, you don't understand. I got this. You don't understand. You don't get it yet. You don't understand the streets. You don't understand hood motherfuckers like us. So basically, then, Lucius throws up, he was shot 4 times. Where's he at? He's in the studio. He's right where he's supposed to be. He's a man. You ain't a man, basically. That's what Lucius is basically trying to say to Jamal. And he also says to Jamal, when you got shot, what did you do? You disappeared. You went high. But this dude is right here, basically. He's right here rapping in the studio, bleeding and everything, all over the fucking furniture. So anyways, Jamal says to Lucius, did anybody tell you how to deal with it when your father was shot, basically? And so... But basically, Jamal goes and asks everybody in the studio, even the producer, even Fetty Wap and his crew. He hits the button. He goes, "Yo, anybody that's been shot, please raise your hand or whatever." Everybody raised their hand. I haven't been shot, so I'm not raising my hand. So everybody raised their hands and says yes, like they've been shot. Only person that didn't raise their hand was Lucius. And so basically that was a dig at Lucius, like, dude, you haven't even been shot, talking about you so gangster, basically. But real gangsters really don't get shot, they kill. But anyways, that's neither here or there. No here or there, basically. But that's what I heard from the streets. I'm watching these beef videos on remember the beef videos were hot back then. So anyways, so then Jamal goes, no one told you how to deal with deal with things when your father got shot. So don't tell me how to deal with getting shot for my father, basically. So Jamal is just like, so don't try to tell me how to deal with my emotions and my situation when I took a bullet for your raggedy ass motherfucker, and you still doing wrong, and you still shady, basically, and you still ain't giving me my props. So anyways, Jamal said there's still some stuff that need to be worked on. So Jamal hands the producer a memory stick or whatever, and he puts it in the computer, and the beat is fire. Is way better. So everyone's like, yeah, that beat's fire. Fetty Wap is bopping his head. The engineer was like, yo, this, he killed it. He killed the shit, and he surely did. So anyways, Lucius was like, yeah, that's my son. God damn it, somebody do some work so I can take a breather, basically. So it's all good. Then we cut to Andre. Andre goes to Anika's house. Anika's talking. Basically, she thinks it's Lucius. It's not Lucius. It's Andre. And Andre did not call his doctor, evidently. So Andre walks into her house, basically, and starts to choke her or whatever, and said, bitch, do you think you're gonna get away with killing my wife and my motherfucking baby, you fucking bitch? And he was like, I should kill you, basically. She's like, I deserve it. I deserve to suffer. I deserve it. What I did was wrong, and now that's why I'm missing my daughter. That's why I don't have my daughter now. That's why everything is bad for me, basically. And then Andre, something clicks and was like, oh, you're gonna suffer just like I'm suffering. You're gonna suffer. So Andre's going back. He's unraveling, and he's going back to people that really did him wrong, and Anika is one of them. So that's kind of like makes me think that Andre has something to do with Bella being taken away. Like he got up with the Dubois family. Either Andre or Mama Lena, Miss Lena Walker, they got up with Angelo's mom or whatever and got that baby taken away. In my opinion, I think them two have something to do with it. And Juliana could have something to do with it, but I believe them two probably have something to do with it as well. And basically, so anyways, so then from that, so, Anika's like, I deserve everything that's happening to me. I deserve everything because, I fucked up. Yeah, you killed Rhonda. You killed Rhonda and that baby. And Anika was like, I just wanted to be a lion so bad. And now she realizing being a lion is not all that fucking great. Ask Cookie, ask Jamal, ask Hakeem, ask Andre, ask Rhonda, and everybody else that, and ask Tyree. Ask everybody. So anyways, we cut to a scene with Jamal. Jamal's at his house chilling, and when they go to the scene with Jamal, the Weeknd's in the background. I'm like, oh shit. So then this is the first time I seen like a thick girl in Jamal's house dancing, and she had on red. She looked good, and Jamal kicked her out, of course. Jamal kicked everybody out the house, basically. He kicked everybody out the house, so he started freestyling or whatever, basically. And his freestyle was hot. So I wonder if Jamal writes his own music or somebody writing it for him, because his freestyle was that was a decent freestyle, for real. So anyways, we get to Cookie. Cookie meets up with Marcone, so I guess, so Shane set up the deal, basically, and Jamal gets in there and started Andre starts to acting up in the meeting, basically, and started, saying, fuck Lucius, I don't want to work with Lucius, and all this other stuff, and basically, Marcone, he wants to be directly with Lucius, because he's a fan of Lucius as well, so basically, Jamal almost get into a fight with security. Basically, he's gone. He leaves the meeting. Cookie leaves the meeting. Basically, it is what it is. So, so we get to Angelo and his mother and an attorney walking out their building or whatever, and they both swearing up and down that they had nothing to do with Bella being taken away by DCYF or her not being found. And so, Hakeem's fans come after them, basically because, Hakeem was on stream talking crazy about their family, whatever. So they came to protect Hakeem and try to get his daughter back. So basically, in the beginning of the episode, Hakeem and Thirsty and Anika was at Child Services, basically, and Child Services lost the profile, lost the case of where Bella's at, because there's been so many motion filed and everything, so she's lost in the system, basically, and it's going to take a while for them to get, Bella back. So it is what it is. So basically, and then after that, you get Miss Leah Walker. She's in the bathroom putting on lightning cream. So they're trying to say that she hates being black, or she's trying to bleach her skin because she doesn't like the color of her skin, basically. She have internal racism, basically. So anyways, so Lucius wants to talk to his mom or whatever about about his situation. But I thought that was so funny when Lucian says, everything's messing up, I think it's my fault, whatever. And he tells his mom, do you think I'm a bad person, a bad father? And she goes, hell, you're not even a good person. I died laughing. She said, hell, you're not even a good person. And he goes, true. I was like, oh shit. She said, hell, you're not even a good person. How the fuck can you be a good father, motherfucker? I was like, Miss Leo Walker is the shit, son. So anyways, after that, you get Cookie. She meets up with with Andre, and she tells Andre that, yo, the deal was almost off, you almost ruined it, but Marcone is gonna work with us, whatever. I told him that you're still on the deal, you're still working, and then Andre's like, that's a lie. Basically Cookie cuts him short. She says, boy, what's wrong with you? You're two nickels short of a dime. What the hell is going on? Why you acting all crazy and shit? And so basically she's saying that she saved the deal, and Andre's like, I don't give a fuck about that deal, why did you lie or whatever. And so then that's when Nessa's there too, as they're talking, and then Nessa was like, how is that going to help me? How am I going to perform? How am I going to do this, basically? And then Nessa steps in for Andre and says, don't be talking to Andre like that, don't be disrespecting him, he's a grown man. And then Cookie slaps the shit out of him, slapped the shit out of Nessa, basically. And so as Cookie's walking out, she was like, bitch, won't you learn how to keep your mouth closed, keep your mouth tight? Basically slapped this shit out of her. She just grabbed her face. Andre didn't do anything, because it almost seemed like Andre is unraveling, but it also seems like Andre feels like she deserved that slap for jumping into the business, basically, because he didn't need her to defend him at all. So basically, and he doesn't really care. His emotions are so messed up, basically. So anyways, that shit is crazy. But Jamal does say this to Cookie. She's like, you know what? You're talking about you're doing this deal for us and all this other stuff, but you're really doing it for Daddy, basically. You do everything for Lucius. No matter how bad he treats you, no matter how bad he dogs you out, you still give your undying love to him, no matter if it hurts all your sons, no matter what. You're always loyal to Lucius when it comes down to it. So, you know what? And I think you're ashamed of it, basically, when you was talking to Marcone, not to tell him the whole truth, basically. So basically, Andre called Cookie out, so that's why she didn't have no tolerance for Nessa and slapped her right in the face, because he called her out like, yo, regardless, you do everything for Lucius. You're always saving him, no matter how much it hurts your sons. You go to bat for Lucius, but we understand why, because you want to keep the family together, and then from the last episode, we know you're still in love with Lucius. You want Lucius back, but now he's with Juliana, and I don't know if Lucius is with Juliana because he wants to be with her, or if it's just based off this deal, or she got something over his head. I don't know, or he's just torturing Cookie, basically. So it is what it is. So then, Lucius is at home, basically. He's on the piano. His mother comes up to him, and his mother is all like, I got some pictures. And so she shows Lucius pictures of his father, Joe, basically, Joe Walker, and all this other stuff. Shows him pictures and all this. And then so, Lucius tell Leah that, I feel so bad that I didn't jump in to try to save my father when he got murdered, basically. And so Miss Leah's like, no, you couldn't do nothing about it. You was a child. You would have got killed yourself. And so basically, Lucius is like, but look what my son Jamal did. He jumped right in front of a bullet for me. It wasn't even no questions asked. He was brave. That's how much courage he had, and I couldn't even do that, basically. And that's when Leah Walker says to Lucius that, like, yo, Jamal's really special. He's really, really special. He has a touch of God in him, and you did that. Even though I said a lot of bad things about your dumbass and you not being a good person, but you did that. You planted you gave life to someone that is fully endowed with God, basically. So that is what it is. So then, Lucius meets up with his son Jamal, basically sets up the studio with Joe Walker's pictures and everything, and cardboard sized pictures, and basically to tell Jamal that you have fully control over this album. I'm tired of fighting with you. Why fight with nature? You're my son. It's time for you to run the throne. It's time for you to take over the throne, and that's something that nature does, and it's naturally. So and then Jamal gets in the studio and he sings his ass off. Everything's all good. So then we get Cookie. She's at the laundromat with Shane. Basically, Andre walks in with Hakeem, and she's like, get Hakeem the fuck out of here. What's wrong with you, Andre? Andre was like, it's time for Hakeem to know the family business. That's why I keep saying Hakeem gets the short end of the stick. They don't want him to know shit. So anyways, Cookie's like, we're gonna get your daughter back. So basically, then we cut to the office and we see Angelo getting his ass beat. He's getting beat up basically, and then Angelo's like, Cookie, tell him I got nothing to do with your granddaughter. I got nothing to do with your granddaughter being taken away. So basically Angelo's begging for his life basically, and saying that I would never do that. I would never stoop that low. Whatever happened between us. I would never bring your granddaughter into this basically. And Cookie was like, I don't give a fuck. Go talk to your mom. Everything your mom said about me is true, about me being no good, me being dirty, down, hood rat, gangster, all that shit is true, and that's me, motherfucker. And where the fuck is my granddaughter? I ain't playing no games no more. I'm about this life, motherfucker. And so Angelo was like, yo, you ain't gonna get away with this. And she said, watch me, bitch, as she walks out. Like, so Angelo is like, yo, I can't believe this shit. And she was like, he was like, I would never bring your granddaughter into this, basically. And so anyway, so we see that she has Angelo locked. She kidnapped Angelo and she's torturing him, and we know Angelo mother is not gonna have this. So then we cut to the scene of Cookie going to talk to Lucius basically, and tell Lucius that Angelo ain't saying nothing, so I don't believe he has anything to do with our granddaughter Bonnie being disappearing basically. And so Lucius was like, don't worry about it, we'll take care of this or whatever. And so they sit down, and so Cookie says to Lucius, I just want to tell you something else, that I talked to my cone or whatever, and I'm going to be a part of the Vegas deal. We're going to do Cookie Matt Lucius album basically, and we're going to perform in Vegas and all this other good stuff. And then that's when Juliana walks in the room and says, where does that leave me? Yeah, my cone called me, so I flew down here real quick to stop you dead in your tracks, bitch. You ain't trying to run up and take nothing that's mine. Juliana is like, nah. But you know what? Juliana doesn't say that. She lets Lucius speak for her, and Lucius says that ain't gonna happen. And so Cookie was like, this will bring our families together. Our family will come close. Our family will be together more, basically, and all this other stuff. And she was like, yo, because we've been fighting among each other and we're not together, that's how our granddaughter got taken away. It was like, I'll handle that. But as far as Cookie met Lucius met Cookie, that shit is not going to be a part of the Vegas deal. You're not going to be a part of the Vegas deal, period, point blank. That's how it is. And so Juliana sit next to Lucius, and she's like, yeah, bitch, he speaks for me, motherfucker. So it's just like, Cookie, how many times are you gonna keep taking these L's from Lucius? Taking these L's after L's. So anyways, then we cut to a scene where Angelo's mom is nursing him basically, and then there goes Bonnie. The maid brings in Bonnie, and she says, since they ruined one of mine, I took one of theirs. So next week it's gonna be on and popping. Peace, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Empire is about to get crazy.